4 days, 25 miles, 2 friends, 1 wilderness, high alpine meadows, towering pines, snow, sun, and the kind of silence that makes you hear yourself think. Join me and my good friend Matt from Southwest Backpacker as we hike hidden trails, discover secret camps, and find moments of peace and laughter off the beaten trail. This is San Pedro Park's wilderness. Adventure, challenge, and a little bit of magic await.
Good howdy, folks. I'm James Blackburn, filmmaker, actor, and adventure seeker. I live in the American Southwest, and I'm surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and endless possibilities. My passion? Capturing life's beauty through lens and screen. From Red Rock Canyons to Hollywood movie sets, I'm always on the move. Join me on my video adventures as I navigate the wilds of the entertainment industry and the great outdoors. Let's explore together.
All right, good morning, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. Today is day 3 of our San Pedro Wilderness adventure. And as you can see on the ground, we got a little bit of snow last night while we were sleeping. It's just barely enough to cover the ground, but it was really kind of peaceful and nice. I was sleeping in my toasty sleeping bag in this tent, really enjoying being tucked down in there last night because it got down to about 30 degrees. And yeah, we did it. We stayed the night. You can see where the snow didn't go because of the rain fly. And a little bit of snow on top of the tent. It's definitely chilly out this morning for sure, but it's not horrible. Very survivable. All right. And that campfire is looking mighty awesome. All right, some blue skies. Clouds are moving super fast. I'm hoping that this will burn off and we'll have some nice sunshine today, because since it's going to be colder, the sun will be feeling particularly nice, I bet. I don't think the snow on the ground is going to last very long. It'll probably melt off at some point today, but yeah, beautiful.
Day 3. The trail that changes you. Morning breaks slowly at CDT camp. The kind of morning where cold lingers even after the sun rises.
Man, oh man, I'm really hoping the sun keeps coming out and that it gets nice and sunny and warm today. That would be like the best thing in the world. That sun's trying to come out and stay out. All right, this says 31 degrees. Just a smidge under freezing. Hopefully it'll get a little warmer today than that. That's why I'm really hoping that sun will come out and stay out, because we need that extra warmth today. Now don't get me wrong, folks, I'm not complaining. I'm here for the adventure, whatever type of weather may come or not come. It's all awesome. I love it. But it's always nicer if it's warm, at least a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave the warmth of the campfire and head back here into the woods to take care of some morning duties. I mentioned this yesterday. We all have to go to the restroom occasionally, so I'm going to go back here and find my spot and then head back to the warmth of that awesome campfire. And then it's oatmeal time afterwards, because I'm going to have some breakfast. Oh man, feels so much better now. All right, back to camp for some breakfast and then pack up and head down the trail.
Out here, the miles don't care about your resume. They don't care about what you've accomplished or what you're still chasing. They just ask you to keep walking.
All right, folks, I just learned a valuable lesson. Don't wander too far away from camp in the woods when there's no landmarks nearby. I am lost right now. I've been lost for a good 15 minutes. And then I realized I have with me the Garmin device. It's in my pocket. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna look up my campsite I marked yesterday on the map, and that should take me back to where I need to go. But yeah, I got a little nervous there for a bit. Let's see if the Garmin brings me back. Okay, thank goodness. Using that map got me unlost. Camp is just up ahead, and I'm gonna sit down, have some water, some oatmeal, kind of rest and recuperate, and then it'll be breaking down of gear time. But I'll tell you, when you wander off to go to the bathroom in the morning, don't wander so far that you lose sight of your camp, because it's easy in the woods, especially when you're in the highest elevation. There's no landmarks around for you to find your way back. It's just epic amount of forest everywhere, and it all starts looking the same. So, all right, made it back.
Breakfast is quiet today. Not heavy silence, just a comfortable one.
All right, there you go, folks. Classic maple and brown sugar oatmeal. I'm having a couple of these this morning, and after breakfast I will start getting everything packed up. It's really turning into a beautiful day again. All right, folks, this is not time lapse. That's how fast the things are moving above us right now. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
The night was cold, below freezing, but we stayed dry and warm. That matters. Good shelters, good decisions. My body feels the miles now. Not pain, just awareness. This trip isn't about pushing hard. It's about moving honestly. And so far, I feel good.
All right, folks. There's almost no better feeling for me than waking up in the mountains and enjoying some breakfast around a campfire. This is just absolutely amazing. It's definitely colder today than the other days, but the sun's coming out, and once we get hiking, you always feel hot anyway, so the cooler weather might come in handy. All right, folks, here's my backpack hanging from the tree all night. It's in pretty good shape. It didn't get wet. I have it open because sleeping bag is going to go in here, and I'm going to start getting everything packed in because we're going to get out and on the trail here in just a little bit. Meanwhile, over here, Matt is getting the water filter working. The pipe froze overnight. Hopefully, if not, we have a backup pump filter if we need it.
Oh, we're dripping.
So, all right, there you go. All right, folks, so I'm going to get off camera here for a little bit and just get some work done because there's a lot of stuff to pack up and get ready, and we really want to get to our next camp today because the weather's not perfect, and we're going to get moving here in just a little bit. Not quite packed up yet, but getting closer. Matt's over here getting on some fresh, clean socks, and he's really enjoying it. Yeah, so about another 10 minutes, I'll probably have everything packed up and ready to go. That's my goal.
We pack up and head out, aiming for another 5 or 6 miles. The sky looks familiar now. Gray, layered, unpredictable.
All right, folks, while we were packing up a few minutes ago, it started coming down like tons and tons of snow. But I was so focused on getting this pack ready, I didn't stop to get a shot. But we suspect as we're hiking today, we'll see some more snow along the way. We're about to say goodbye to this awesome campsite. This was a great place to spend some hours, definitely. All right, onward down the Continental Divide Trail here in just a few minutes. All right, folks, to demonstrate how much snow came down a minute ago, this ground didn't have snow on it. It had melted away, and now it's covered again. So, yeah, it was a quick burst there, and we're excited to get to be a part of it still. It's going to be an awesome day. What a beautiful place to be. All right, folks, there's where my tent was. You can't even see the spot anymore because it snowed again. But we are taking our first steps of the day. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and here we go. Heading down to the CDT right now, and then down through the wilderness for a while. It's gonna be great.
Snow starts again. Not immediately heavy, but persistent. Flakes gather on our packs, hats, shoulders, boots crunch, and then squish. The wind picks up, and for a while, the snow comes in hard, sideways, relentless. Visibility narrows. The world shrinks to a small circle around you. It's not dangerous, but it's demanding. This is the kind of hiking that requires presence. Matt stays steady up front, checking pace, watching conditions, leading without saying much, and that calm spreads.
Well, that's a big chunk of ice. All right, the CDT in San Pedro Parks does not disappoint. This is amazing. All right, the type of snow just changed. Up above, when we were a little higher up, it was like pellets. Now it's more like flakes than pellets. Yeah, this is neat. There he is, Southwest Backpacker. Another awesome day here, man. So that other camp spot's up here somewhere?
Our camp is right over here. Yeah, this is it right here. I can see the fire ring.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we weren't far from it at all.
Yeah.
But I agree the spot we were at's a little bit better than this. Yeah, it's all torn up, but still usable.
Step after step, breath after breath. Somewhere along those quiet miles, the noise inside you starts to thin out. You begin to notice what remains. The fears you don't talk about, the doubts that show up in silence, the parts of yourself that only surface when there's nowhere left to hide. The wilderness within, it's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's just subtle honesty. Out here, I'm not trying to be the strongest version of myself. I'm just trying to be the truest. Snow falls, wind pushes, feet stay wet, and still we walk.
Quick water break here on the CDT. It's pretty awesome. Really loving this adventure. It's really, really cool. See how snowy it is in the forest, these big snow drifts. But then you look to my right, you got this little park here where it's just greenery. It's so much diversity up here. It's awesome. I love it.
I realize something. Change doesn't always arrive as a breakthrough. Sometimes it's just a soft adjustment, a slower reaction, a calmer mind, a little more gratitude. Maybe being changed in good ways isn't about becoming someone new. Maybe it's about shedding what you don't need anymore. The hurry, the proving, the noise, and keeping what remains, steadiness, perspective, friendship.
Some parts of the trail there is deadfall, and it's almost impossible to get over or under it. So you kind of bushwhack around it and get back to the trail as quickly as possible. You don't want to stray too far from the trail because you could lose it. But here we are. There's the blockage, and here is the trail. Some parts of the trail are flooded out, and there's actually like a little creek running down it. But you kind of go around this, don't get your feet too wet. And then you can see Matt's heading up into the sunshine there.
Then, unexpectedly, I see two figures moving toward me. Two men in their 70s, walking the Continental Divide Trail. We stop and talk for a bit. Pack still on, sunshine collecting on our shoulders. They're weathered, calm, smiling. They tell stories about the CDT, about long miles, hard days, and moments of clarity that come when you're out here long enough. I tell them it's something I want to do someday, that the idea keeps calling me. One of them looks at me and says, "It'll change you, in good ways." He talks about spiritual moments, about finding something deeper out here that's hard to explain, but impossible to forget. They move on, disappearing back down the trail like something imagined. But their words stay. It'll change you, in good ways. And the wilderness has done that for me many times. Changed me, in good ways.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's steam coming off the earth just from the humidity. It's really neat. We are heading down this way, still on the CDT, but that'll change here in a few minutes. All right, we're up at a trail junction. Matt was saying, oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, you can see a road way down there, but I don't know if it picks up on camera or not, but this is where we're at. Los Pinos Trail to the right, Lucero Trail, and Anastasio? Is that the one we're taking now?
I like to call it anesthesia.
Anesthesia. That's the one we're heading down though, right? Okay, sweet.
The trail continues. Wet, muddy, my feet stay wet. There's no fixing that. But I don't feel frustrated, just present. I start thinking about change, about how places like this strip things down to what matters. Out here, titles don't mean anything. Neither do schedules or excuses. There's just the next step and the person walking with you.
All right, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of snow, creekage. I see where Matt's going. He's heading up there to jump over. So yeah, this is awesome. All right, I'm gonna head up there and do the same. Looks like he jumped about here-ish. Looks good to me. All right. Did you talk to those guys that went by?
No, I just said good morning.
Yeah, we stopped and talked for a minute. They're through hikers. They started in April down in Mexico. Matt spotted some elk up here in the woods. See if we can spot him or not. Sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. Elk are very sneaky. All right, we stopped to take a little break here. We've been hiking pretty steadily. You see my backpack's right there. Some nice water source down here. Beautiful, just a beautiful, outstanding spot. So Matt has it on a map here, approximately where we're at.
We're there, that little triangle,
Yep.
triangle, and we're gonna head to right in there.
Nice.
All that white is open flat area, so we're gonna be in the flats. Hoping maybe we'll find a spot we can tuck ourselves into the forest.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, we're not even a mile away. So.
I'll drink to that. Oh my God. Cold, filtered creek water. Absolutely amazing. All right. This is a nice little stopping spot right here. We had some sun there again for a few minutes, hoping it was going to come back out. But we're just stopping here for about 5 minutes. And Matt showed us on the map we're about a mile away or so from where we're going to start looking for a campsite. So we've done just a little over 4 miles so far in 2 hours. Awesome. Very cool. All right, folks. Our break is over. Crossing the creek. Heading back up the trail. Just as the sun's coming out. Awesome. All right, folks. It's been some rough miles every day we've been here because all the parks are all spongy marshes right now, almost like a swamp, and it's hard to walk in this wet stuff. It really is. But in between the wet stuff, there's occasional dry spaces, so we're gonna have wet feet today no matter what we do. But we're almost to camp, so we can get dried out, set up for the evening. Surprisingly nice out considering how much snow we got earlier. All right, folks. Time to get real and just say what I'm feeling. This is day number 3 of 4 out here. We're going on about 15, 16 miles hiked. I'm tired, I'm achy, but I'm happy. Glad to be here. Glad to be a part of all this. Nature just blows me away every single time.
Out here, the weather humbles you gently. It doesn't break you, it refines you. It sands down the sharp edges of ego, the kind that keeps walking when the snow thickens, when your boots are wet, when the wind keeps pressing against your chest. The need to be right, the need to be comfortable, the need to win against something. Because there's nothing to win against. There's only movement.
All right, folks, we made it to another one of the parks. This one's huge as well. We're looking around the perimeter up in the trees to find a campsite. So we're at that part of our day where camping will happen soon. All right, Matt's heading up in there to the woods. See if we can find anything that's somewhat dry and not spongy. That's awesome. So cool. You don't get to see them laying down very often.
You stop measuring the day by how closely it matched your expectations. You start moving with it. Snow falling, boots wet, miles ahead. And somehow in that surrender, in that quiet acceptance, you feel steadier than before. Not bigger, not tougher, just aligned. The snow intensifies again in the afternoon. Visibility drops, temperatures fall. It feels close to a blizzard.
Oh boy, we better find a campsite soon. The weather's changing again for the worse. I tell you what, folks, it turned into a real snowstorm again, as you can see. Really coming down good, especially out there in the canyon area. You can really see it's coming down. So we're gonna set up camp. We found ourselves a pretty nice spot, so we're gonna try to get set up and get out of this weather. All right, folks, we're gonna try to make this our little bit of real estate back here tonight, and gonna get set up and out of this weather. Get some dry shoes and socks on, because man, look at those boots, they got soaked today. Tents go up fast. No lingering, no debate. Hands are cold. Snow collects everywhere. But the systems work. Shelters stand. Gear stays dry. Once the work is done, we breathe again. There's no perfect option today. No hidden gem. No postcard view. We find a workable spot and commit to it. We don't name it. Not really. It's just no name camp. Not optimal, but sufficient.
and sometimes that's enough. The snow eases up, like it's satisfied it made its point.
Man, oh man, what a difference a few minutes makes. It's still snowing, but the sun is out. The snow is lightening up, and we're set up. So if it snows again, we have shelters ready to go. All right, all that crazy snow, and now blue skies again. It's been kind of like this all day. Just hit or miss with the storms, hit or miss with the blue skies. But it's beautiful either way. I love it. All right, folks, I got in my tent, snuggled down in my sleeping bag, and got about a 2-hour nap. Felt amazing because it's still windy and cold out, it's still snowing. So being in the warm sleeping bag was absolutely wonderful. All right, it's been so cold out that a campfire has been necessary every day, and we're just out gathering some firewood now and keep that thing going until we go to bed. All right, folks, it's getting later in the day. The sun is going to be setting here in a little bit, and the conditions seem like they're okay with some puffy white clouds and some blue skies for us to have an amazing sunset. So I'm going to pop out there in a little bit. We're still maybe 45 minutes from complete sunset, but when the time is right, I'll try to jump out there and get some shots. Just right now, I'm keeping warm by the campfire because it's been cold all day long and snowy a lot, but now it's cleared up again, so you never know what you're going to get when you're out here in the wilderness. Still a lot of snow back here. You can see these piles here around the trees. Some of that snow's over 3 feet tall. So I wonder how much was out here a month ago in the rest of the parks, because down here in the park area, most of it's melted off if there's no shade, but last bit of that sunshine on top of the trees. All right, heading out here to check out the last of the sunset. Oh boy, it's cold out here. Gonna get down in the 20s tonight. So I'm gonna hunker down in that tent, deep down in my sleeping bag, and just try to stay as warm as I can. There you go, San Pedro Parks at sunset, day number 3. Way colder out here in the open than it is back in the trees. That much is clear. Brrr. Let's head back up into the trees. Whew. Boy, it is chilly out there. That breeze. Oh. Alright, well, back here's our campsite. See both our tents there. We got our little campfire experience back here keeping us warm. Boy, it is chilly out there. Very, very chilly out there. Whew.
When he said it'll change you in good ways, he didn't say it like advice. He said it like fact, like someone who had already walked far enough to know. There's something powerful about hearing that from a person in their 70s, still carrying a pack, still moving north, still choosing the long trail. At this point in my life, I think about age differently than I used to. When you're younger, you hike to prove something, to test yourself, to push your limits. Now, I hike understanding something, to listen. There's a difference between endurance and ego. Ego says, how far can I go? Endurance asks, how steady can I be?
All right, folks, this has been our little living room area, and it's helping keep us warm. It has been really chilly out today. It's super nice to have something like this. I can't tell you how great this feels. You probably already know we've all felt a campfire in our lives, and when it's cold out, it's even better. All right, folks, this has been an eventful day. It's been beautiful. It's been a little scary a couple times with the snow, but none of it lasted that long, and it's been a real adventure, I'll say that. I've really enjoyed being out here and just being part of San Pedro Park's wilderness with my good friend Matt, the Southwest Backpacker. So Matt, thank you once again for bringing me along on this awesome adventure. And here in a little bit, we are going to go crawl up in some sleeping bags and get a good night's sleep. It's supposed to be really cold in the morning, so we'll have to be bundled up, but tomorrow's the last day. We'll be hiking out, heading back to town, and getting some quality food down in Cuba, so that's gonna be great. Oh man, this is just, it's so glorious. I love it.
The campfire burns, but it fights the cold night. We stay close to it. Dinner is warm and filling, and that feels like a gift. The conversation is quieter this evening, thoughtful.
All right, folks, that's about all she wrote. I'm gonna head over to the tent, call it a night.
I think about the CDT hikers, about being changed in good ways, and I realize I already am. This place has been a church for me, a sanctuary where the noise falls away.
Showing 31 degrees in here, but when I first got in, it was showing 28, which is probably a much more true reading for what's going on outside. I can see my breath. It's definitely cold, but I'm going to be in my sleeping bag here in a few minutes and I'll be in good shape. All right, folks, day 3 was intense. Lots of snow, lots of wind, lots of weather, but still enjoyed every moment of it. Back in the tent now, gonna get some shut-eye, and then tomorrow we hike out.
I feel peace here, a balance between human effort and natural order, and sharing that with a good friend, someone steady and kind, makes it deeper.
So I'm gonna say goodnight here, and as usual, love, hate. Take care of each other. Life is beautiful if you know where to look. So keep your mind, your eyes, and your heart open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures. Thanks for watching.
Purple Martians. All right, that's perfect. I love it.